Hi everyone, how are you doing? I'm Eulalia and we are here for another video talking about women's health. Today we will talk about 3 things to sum up and close the menstrual cycle topic, which will be premenstrual symptom/syndrome, which is not the same thing, cycle syncing and cravings. So let's start. Okay, so in the previous video we had an overall picture on how a menstrual cycle works for a woman, but we didn't go into detail on these little things. So first of all, I'm going to give you some numbers, which is that 90% of women experience premenstrual symptoms, and in general there are up until 150 different syndromes, from bloating to low mood and long, etc. Then we also have the premenstrual syndrome, which is a bit more severe. This means that it's so debilitating that it interferes with the day-to-day duties for a woman. And usually it emerges between 1 to 2 weeks right before your period happens. And when once you get the period, that day that you start bleeding, all those symptoms should disappear or get better. So over the years, we normalize that women are in pain, women feel bad when they have their periods, but this shouldn't be correct. Even though the menstrual cycle is an inflammation response from our bodies, we can treat it in some different ways to try to have as less premenstrual symptoms as possible, which it includes the diet, nutrition and sports. So now let's go to the cycle syncing. I also heard a lot about it. I'm sure you also did as well. Basically, cycle syncing, it's so simple. It just means adapting your life a little bit with your menstrual cycle. This means if you know a little bit when your period started, when your cycle started, and then all the process, you will start listening a little bit more to your body, understanding more what's going on inside you, and why do you feel this way or this other way, because at the end of the day, it's a hormone fluctuation the entire month. So that's why let's understand exactly how can we do it to make us feel better. Well, I'm sure you will remember that in the previous video we explained that menstrual cycle has 2 phases. The first one, follicular phase, and the second, the luteal phase. Well, now we will focus on the second one. The second phase is when our hormones start going down, and then when they get to the lowest point, the cycle starts over again. So why is this important? Because at that point our body temperature will raise up until 1 degree, and this will generate a lot more energy burning. This also means that we will have a crazy breakdown on protein and fat, and this is why our body will require all those chocolates and carbohydrates food to survive over this phase. Since our body temperature will be a bit higher, our rest, our sleep will not be best also on these days, so it's also combined with irritability, feeling a bit more groggy, etc. This is why it's so important to support our body with a really full, nutritious diet and with sports. We will need a diet with a lot of water, we need hydration a lot, and we will also need a diet with enough protein and healthy fats to try to avoid as much as we can those bad cravings. Because at the end of the day, if we try to avoid these chocolates and fast cravings which satisfy ourselves, we will probably also feel less premenstrual symptoms for the next cycle. So in general, if we take care today, we will be happier and better tomorrow. So this is a little bit how everything is combined and everything goes together. Now I hope you understood a little bit more how the menstrual cycle works. What are those cravings that we feel, that maybe you have friends, your girlfriend, your mother, your sister are always searching for chocolate on some days or some weeks in special, then you know what's going on through their body. Or if you're a woman, then now you know a bit more what's going on for you. So let's try to keep healthy, keep moving and feel good. See you in the next video talking more about different topics. Ciao!